I know what you're thinking. This guy eats monkey balls. And you're right. Does that make you right just because you're right? I guess you're right. It does. But does that make me a bad guy? Does that make me the villain? The monkey ball eater? I don't know. I thought I was going somewhere with that. I wasn't. I did eat monkey balls today. I will not give more details. Today's podcast is about music. This podcast umbrella is called Top and Bottom Talk. This is a special music edition, listening party edition. Here's 2003. I am in college. I am skinny. I'm going to shows. I'm calling them shows, not concerts, because I'm cool. And yeah, I am like in it. I'm trying not to cough too much. Yeah, I'm in it at the moment. I mean, not right now. I'm out of it. Back then, though, I was absolutely in it. I was going to shows. I was reading however many reviews a day. I had my finger on the pulse. And we're not going to dilly-dally too much. I also am going to make one little change. I hope it doesn't cause, an avalanche or a tsunami of people saying, we like the old version. Give us back our OG pod. I realized that when I list my top 15 albums, I have a little thing where I call best songs from the albums. And it basically just turns into like every song that I like, which is too many songs. So I'm going to challenge myself. And unfortunately, I've kind of already done this for a number of years in advance. Sorry. You're going to have to hear me try to pick my favorite one in real time. Now, what's fun is some of these, actually all of these right now, I did these months ago. So we're going to see how good that old memory is. Guess what? It's not very good. All right, so the year's 2003. We have a decent amount of shout-outs. Ooh, and probably some regrets. I'm already looking at my shout-outs and I'm thinking, I wish I'd listed that one. Anyway, I'm dilly-dallying. There's one thing I like to say about myself. It's that I neither dilly nor dally. Okay, number 15, I actually love dilly-dallying. If we're being honest. And I would hope we're being honest. Why would we lie? Is anyone getting paid for this? How do I get paid for this? I need more listeners. I need contributions. No, I actually just do this for the fun of it. I realize I'm sitting here talking to myself and saying, I just do this for the fun of it. I do think I was listening to a podcast about solitary confinement. And like some people are better at it than others. And I feel like if I could just somehow play a podcast, like record it on a phone and then play it back, I'd be good. I mean, I would, eventually lose my absolute marbles. But for a while there, it'd be interesting. That would be an interesting podcast. Maybe it wouldn't be. You'd run out of things to talk about. Okay. I've convinced myself not to voluntarily go into solitary confinement. Not right now. We just cuddled. We had a good canoodle. You're giving me those puppy dog eyes. I don't know why. I'm just going to start. Okay. Number 15. The format of the podcast. I love how I've done a lot of these and I'm still like, oh, by the way. So, top 15 albums I'm going to list, and then I'm going to list shout-outs. Pretty much given up on the categories. It's just a lot of work, and I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. Also, if you're into dogs barking, you're going to love this podcast. All right, number 15. This one was almost... I wonder if there's anyone who's just like, oh, what is 15? He keeps... Okay, this is very cute, by the way. Sophie is pushing that bone around with her face. And it's adorable. Wow, this is more fun than I thought it would be. So, this band is one of the more underrated bands. Let me just name the band so you're not just playing 21 questions. The name of the band is Elbow. The album is Cast of Thousands. I think this is their second album. I had a discussion about this band with a client who lived in Texas, and we both somehow settled. I don't know how it came up. I think he was maybe in the music industry, and somehow the band Elbow came up, and we were both like, underrated band. And they are. They make consistently great albums, and I think they just come out at a weird time. They should have been a lot bigger than they were. They're still probably big by like British, standards. Hold on, let's check out Elbow, the band. Also, the band. That name Elbow is probably not helping. Elbow, the band. Album sales. Now I know, everyone, album sales don't dictate everything. Hey, they sold 2 million in the world albums worldwide, predominantly in the UK. Not a huge surprise. Yeah. Hot diggity dog. Okay. They've sold, it's not bad. Anyway. I think I just said, anyway, this is making for a captivating podcast. Let's be more efficient with our time. Also, the Game 2 of the NBA Finals starts in 45 minutes, but it's probably more like 55 minutes because I don't know what happens. I guess at 8:30 they will start introducing themselves. I don't care. If we don't know who you are by now, we don't deserve to watch. Anyway, back to the album. It's outstanding. I don't have any more to say, I guess. I think the lead singer's name is Guy Harvey. Wait, that can't be right. I think that's a brand. Guy Garvey? Is it Guy Garvey? Am I good? How good am I? I'm very good. Okay. This band came out kind of like when the Radiohead... It was just kind of like all these bands started coming out when Radiohead blew up. And I'm sure that's just me being a Radiohead snob associating the two. But, yeah, this band's awesome. Music's great. Lyrics are always good. His voice is incredible. Not a traditional voice, because he does a lot of, like, spoken word stuff, too. Anywho, I would recommend it. Best song? This is why I probably didn't do this to begin with. So... I'm just going to start. Give me a little bit of grace. You'll understand why I said that soon. It's either Crawling with Idiot, which I really like, or Grace Under Pressure. And I don't know which, but it's definitely one of those two. All right, number 14, band is Placebo. Album is Sleeping with Ghost. This is, what do they call that? It's a guilty pleasure. It shouldn't be a guilty pleasure, but I do feel like this band got a little, I don't know, they got a little far away from, like, it's just, like, I'm not saying anything again. This band, hey, another British band, La-di-da. He sings in a very interesting tone. I think I've talked about them before. I absolutely adore this band. Seeing them live would be interesting. Brian Molko is the lead singer. I think he's a cross-dresser. There's something going on there. But I really enjoy their music. And this is another band where it's like, wow, I think it probably started to fall apart at some point. There's some album with like a sun on the top that doesn't look great. The album art sucks, but the music itself has fallen off a little bit. But they have like 5 or 6 albums. Super fun band to listen to. All right, best song. Oh, Centerfolds, easy. That song is awesome. It's probably in my top. It is in my top 10 songs, and I just ruined it. Doopy doopy doo. Okay, number 13. Artist is the White Stripes. Album is Elephant. And guess what? I saw this band live. So, I'm very cool. This one had some hits on it. White Stripes, Jack Black, and Meg White. In case you're wondering, they used to be married. Had a lot of hype. It was just like kind of a... I think they could have fallen victim to being just a cute band. And it turns out Jack Black is just a badass. He's just created his own label. Guitar hero, rock and roll star. Meg White is awesome. Great drummer. And they're just a fun band. Did I already say I saw them live? I did. I don't think it was not for this. It was for the album before this. Anyway, my favorite song is oof. Boy, it depends. Seven Nation Army is undeniable. So many good songs in this album. Okay, I might have done them a disservice. This should probably be higher. I think maybe just the songs that I listed are the best, but honestly, I think I effed up. So, great start. Number 12, artist is Explosions in the Sky. Album is The Earth Is Not a Cold, Dead Place. This album is awesome. I don't know if it's as awesome as the White Stripes. Might have been an F up by me. Anyway, they are a post-rock band. I believe this album, or it was around this time when they did the soundtrack for Friday Night Lights. I don't know if it was the TV show or the movie or both, but they got popular. I saw them live in probably the smallest venue I've ever been to. It was this place in Tallahassee. So there's a skate shop called Phase 1, and I think it was like next to Phase 1, which is basically like a big pantry. It was like a big concrete pantry. And they decided, hey, what if we just made this into a concert venue and shoved a lot of people in there? And I saw them there. I can't remember if they opened. I don't know who opened for whom, but I saw them and Desaparecidos there, which is the lead singer from Bright Eyes, Conor Oberst. I shouldn't say lead singer, he's like the dude. I think I saw them play together, but I might be wrong on that. But I definitely saw them both there. Anyway, favorite song from this is good war music, by the way. In case you ever go to war, I would throw this album on. It'll make sense when you listen. Favorite song, First Breath After Coma. Yeah, I'll throw this in his ball. I'll throw it. Ka-choo! Alright, next is number 11. I've got King Geedorah as the artist. Album is Take Me to Your Leader. King Geedorah is an alias of MF Doom, one of his many aliases. I think I did that right. I absolutely love this album. Was this my first... I don't know if this is my first exposure to MF Doom or not. No, it couldn't have been. Maybe it was. Anyway, I don't think it was. And I'm not going to look back and find out. But I really, really like this album. It's somewhat inconsistent, but the highs are really high. I already know my favorite... yeah, give me the ball. Favorite song is No Snakes Alive. It's on my workout mix. It is kick-ass song. He raps, I think, really fast in this one, if I'm not mistaken. By the time it's over, no snakes alive. I have the worst rap voice, FYI. All right, number 10. Hey, another MF Doom. This definitely was not the first MF Doom experience. So it's Viktor Vaughn is the artist, sort of. And the album is Vaudeville Villain. And Viktor Vaughn is another alias of MF Doom. He was very prolific there for a little while. One of my favorite rappers is MF Doom. He's in my top 3. He's definitely in my top 5. It's got to... Oh, should we? Is now the time? I don't think it is because I'm not prepared. But it would definitely have Mos Def in it. It would have MF Doom in it. Oh, 2 M's. It would have probably Kanye. This is a strong list so far. I'm not putting them in order. It would have... Oof. I kind of want to put Ghostface in there. Because I do enjoy him quite a bit. Maybe Ghostface, we're going to say. And then, who am I missing? There's got to be like... Not Quali. I really like Reflection Eternal. LP would have to be my guy. And maybe Killer Mike as well. Shit, this is tough. Okay. LP would be in there. I love that dude. Alright. Anyway, back to the artist at hand. Also, in case you're wondering, yes, I used to work with somebody named Viktor, and yes, I used to call him Viktor Vaughn, Vaudeville villain. It happened. Favorite song? I honestly don't know. But you need an answer. Your life may depend on it. So I'm going to go with Lickapon, but I'm not sure. Could be Vaudeville villain. I honestly don't know. Sometimes I'm not great with song titles if they're not like in the lyrics, you know. All right, number 9. And by the way, we have a rap trio happening. We have a rap run. Run rap? No, rap run sounds more coherent. Number 9 is Outkast. Album is Speakerboxx, The Love Below. I remember this being a gigantic deal. Also somewhat disappointing because Outkast had just made 2 absolute classics. Aquemini and Stankonia. And then it was like, by the way, they're kind of breaking up, but they made a double album with they just did their own thing on each side. And that was disappointing. Had some huge hits. Wow, that sounds interesting. Be careful when you say huge hits, because it depends who's in the room. I do remember I was taking, I'm going to say Calculus 2 at the time when this album came out. And my Cal 2 teacher, professor, whatever, somehow I feel like she was humming the one about roses. Roses smell like doo-doo or whatever. I just remember that happening. And then I remember this is a different experience. Anyway, favorite? I mean, Hey Y'all was amazing, but it's just too much, you know? It was just, you heard it too many damn times. But it is a killer song. A Life in the Day of Benjamin Andres might be that. I don't know, Ghetto Music Kick was pretty kick-ass. Uh-oh, I'm falling into my trap. The Way You Move always grooves me. This is tough, guys. But I'm going to say, I don't feel, fuck it. Hey, y'all, just right down the middle. All right, number 8. Did I see Outkast live? I did see MF Doom live, FYI. In case you didn't think I did, I totally did. Cursive is number 8. Another band I saw live. Yeah, I did that. Album is The Ugly Organ. And there was a pun here. This, I believe, is the one that's... Oh, wait. No. Wait. It's definitely a theme. They did theme albums there. They had a run of themes. They had the one about, divorce, domestic divorce, whatever. Wait, that's probably what's the word? I don't know what the word is. And then they had the one about Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz or whatever. What was the theme of this? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, they are kind of a sort of punk band with a little dabble of little emo sprinkled on top. And I do remember I might have seen them twice. Super impressed at how good they were live. Sometimes punk bands, whatever, like you're not going to be that impressed by the vocals, or it's more like, wow, they're very noisy. This band was delivered. Like, the singer was on point, the music was sharp. It was really impressive. Favorite song, probably, gosh, the thing is, it changes from time to time. Maybe Gentleman Caller. I think so. I think it's a Gentleman Caller. A Gentleman Caller. Let's leave it there. All right, number 7, the band that constantly reinvents themselves. They never make the same album twice. The artist is Blur, a British bunch of lads. And then the album is Think Tank. I absolutely adore the album art on this album. I think at one point I printed it and framed it. So put that in your crawl. Put that in your pipe and toke it. Favorite song? Oh, Battery in Your Leg. It's not even close. This album seems okay. I effed up. This album, it's a good album. Don't get me wrong. It probably shouldn't be this high. I think I made a boo-boo. But it's too late to go back. All right. Number 6, Arcade Fire, self-titled album. Saw this band live as well. I am awesome. What do I have to say? They're Canadian, I think. Some are Canadian. Am I right on that? I think I am. This was kind of the album before Funeral came out. There's no sort of about it. This came out before Funeral. I think it's more of an EP than anything. This is one of 2 bands that I predicted greatness for. This comes up every time they release an album. The other one was Beach House, and I think I was right on both. Basically, I should have been a record executive, but, things happen. This band was awesome. I saw them with Kelly P live. Very, very fun. And I bought a shirt, but I think it was either too small or kind of lame. So that shirt might have been thrown away at some point, which is sad. It's very sad. Favorite song? Probably No Cars Go, I think. I honestly don't know. Did I rank any of them? I did not. Okie dokie. All right, number 5, one of my favorite artists of all time, Smog, and the album is Supper, and I love this album. I think favorite song would have to be Feather by Feather. I feel pretty good about that. But he's just makes, once you get past his rough early stuff, hey, that rhymes. He is just putting out classics every time, and I love him. One of my favorite lyricists of all time. Just awesome. He just keeps making good music. He's still making music as Bill Callahan all these years later. Next up is artist is the Wrens. Saw them live. Album is the Meadowlands, and this is one that I was obsessed with for a long time. Can I say it's rare? I guess so. It's sort of rare for me to see a band at like the apex of when I like them, if that makes sense. So like when it'd be like seeing Michael Jordan and like whatever, when he's at his absolute best. It's just like when you like him the most, or like dating Carmen Electra when she's at her hottest. You're just like, wow, I did it. I freaking did it. So I got to see my version of that is seeing a band that I liked a lot at the time when I liked them a lot. Favorite song is really tough on this. I'm going to be a little unconventional and say it's the last song, which is This Is Not What You Had Planned, mainly because this song will surprise you. You just have to listen to it. And maybe I'll... Oh, I don't know if I can use that as the background when I post it on the gram. Because there's some yelling. Sort of, it's a very raw song. And they opened the concert with it. Should I say show? They opened it with it. You didn't even really realize they were playing. And then they're like, oh, I think he's playing a song. And then you're like, oh shit, he's doing it. And then if it wasn't my favorite song before, it immediately became my favorite. Alrighty. Number 3 is Cat Power. Album is You Are Free. I've almost seen her, but I've heard through the grapevine that her shows are either great or awful. And so I've never really seen her. Honestly, I think I ranked this album a little too high. I should have put the Wrens, and my rankings aren't great on here. I'll admit it. Anyway, Chan Marshall is her real name, if that does anything for you. Favorite song? I have no idea. Probably, maybe, they're all like, I had to forget how many songs. Let's say there's 12 songs. They're all good. Like, you know what? That's probably why it ranks so high. There's no bad songs here. They're all just classics. It sounds like a classic album. It just depends on my mood when I rank these rankings. I'm going to say Fool, but I say it with, the way Ron Burgundy would say it. Number 2, this one surprised me. I had it so high, but it's, honestly, it's just like a very kind of intricate, layered album. And the more you listen to it, you're just like, yeah, this is really good. It's just kind of did I say textured yet? Ugh, I'm using all my favorite buzzwords. Artist is Calexico. Album is Feast of Wire. This is one that if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't have noticed. It was a slight indie hit, but not even Stevie Nicks is definitely the favorite song there. This is just an absolute classic of an album. They make a different kind. I remember I listened to this album a ton, love it, and I had always heard like a few songs from their other albums that I just kind of downloaded and saved for a long time, and then I finally gave them a chance, and I'm like, this band's really good. I think the way it was described initially for the earlier stuff made me a little hesitant. It was like Mexican music meets guitar, like indie music, and I was just like, I think I'm gonna pass. But it's really fun. It's really good. It has like just a different feel. And I'm pretty sure their live show's good. I did not see them. All right, numero uno. No surprise here. The artist is Radiohead. The album is Hail to the Thief. I just started listening to this album let me start over. I gave this album a re-listen recently. I didn't make it to the end for time reasons. But it's good. It's not their best. My favorite song is easily A Wolf at the Door. This is probably their most diverse album. I feel like a lot of their albums have like a coherent, not even a theme, but just like they have a coherent sound. It's all kind of flows together. And maybe this one does too, but there's just a lot of different songs. Like the first one, 2 + 2 = 5, is very much like an electronic kind of song from them. Sail to the Moon is kind of like a traditional ballad. Wolf at the Door is just Radiohead. I don't know how else to, it's just very unique song. There is just people usually, a lot of onliners will be like, this is a top 5 Radiohead song, and I do enjoy it, and it is beautiful, but I don't think I can put it in my top 5. I Will always reminds me of the Beatles. It's very simple. It kind of reminds me of like Julia by the Beatles. It's just a very nice, sweet song. And that's it. I saw them live on the tour when they toured for this. I remember, which one was it? It might have been, I forgot which song. But I remember Tom winking at the crowd, and I loved it. I went nuts. Okay. How much time? All right. Shout outs. Let's rock. Artist Dizzy Rascal, album De Boinda Gona. British rap, I liked one song, and that's it. That's all I have to say about that. Cool album art, though. Next up is Sufjan Stevens. Album is Michigan. He was supposed to release an album for each state, and he did not do that. This one's fine. It's harmless. Next one is Cafe Tacuba. Album is Cuarto Caminos. I assume that means 4 El Caminos. Or 40? I don't know. Anyway, this is Spanish only. Spanish crowd only. They habla español. This one, I think it was described to me as like Mexico's answer to Radiohead. I swear, anything that is like compared to Radiohead, I'm just kind of in on. And they tricked me with this one. It's fine. Pam likes them, I believe. And it's got some good stuff. But it's sometimes, I don't know, it could get annoying. Alright, next up is Alluvium. Album is Lament. Alluvium is a very underrated artist. They make some of the most beautiful music in the world. Or he does. I think it might be one guy. It's kind of electronic classical music, and it's absolutely delicious. Next up, we have The Strokes. Album is Room on Fire. Don't remember a lot from this. I was probably starting to fade The Strokes at this point in my life. Next up, Decemberist. Her Majesty the Blank, because apparently I didn't finish that. I liked them at first, and they got just too cutesy. Just way too cutesy for my taste. It's not bad, but it's just like, alright, I'll listen to this on, like if we're on our way to the Medieval Festival, which I'm definitely not going to. But after that, it's just like, oh boy. It's like a bad tattoo, and you're like, oh, I kind of regret that. Alright, next up, Bonnie Prince Billy. Album is Master and Everyone. I think I bought this album. Pretty sure I did, because I had heard how good he was, and I was like, ooh, I'm either buying this one, or I forget the name of the other one. And the other one is like his greatest album and just an awesome indie album. And I deeply regretted it. It's fine, but it just doesn't move the needle much. Next up, Damien Jurado. Album is Where Shall You Take Me? Singer-songwriter. I enjoy his music. I think he's a little religious, if I'm not mistaken, but dude's good. It's kind of, I always lump him and Pedro the Lion into the same group. I think they're both kind of like Christian-based singer-songwriters, but it's just good stuff, and he knows how to sing a sad song. Next up, Prefuse 73. Album is One Word Extinguisher. I blame Pitchfork for this. It's fine. I might have bought this album for Mike for birthday or something, and I'm pretty sure he never listened to it, and I can't blame him. Next up, we have Manitoba. Album is Up in Flames. Whatever. This is another, like, Pitchfork pushed it pretty hard. It's fine. Not my thing. Next up, British Sea Power. Album is Decline of British Sea Power. This band, I believe they did the intro music to, will I remember? British Sea Power. I feel like Michael Cera was involved. British Sea Power intro music. What show? For TV show. What show? Come on, internet, don't fail me now. It's failing me. It's failing. I don't know. I am not getting... Sea Power is what they're referred to now. Let's not give... Am I wrong? I'm never wrong. Early years. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not seeing anything, guys. Okay, I guess this doesn't matter. Gosh, I could have sworn they did the... Whatever. You know, just whatever. Alright, next up, Drive-By Truckers. Great name. Album is Decoration Day. I enjoy these guys. They're fine. They have different singers. It's kind of like alternative country. Fun songs. Good band. Next up, Songs Ohio. Album is the Magnolia Electric Company. Great album. Probably should have been in the top 15. Saw him live. He's dead now. Not a great live show. Super depressing. Anyway, next up, Madlib. Album is Shades of Blue. I think this might be... Oh, never mind. It's not MF Doom. It's somebody and somebody combined. Are we? No. Anyway, I'm just going to move on. Next up, Sun Kill Moon. Album is Ghost of the Great Highway. And this is the guy from Red House Painters, if I'm not mistaken. One of his aliases. And I think it's a good album. Moving on. Next up, singer-songwriter, kind of sad. Yada yada. All right, next up, Death Cab for Cutie. Saw them live. Winky winky. Album is Transatlanticism. I kind of got over them at this point. I don't even know if I listened to this album. But I did love their first two. I enjoyed the third one. I think they started to get it pretty popular at the fourth one. And then I was just kind of out. Wow, that's going to be a theme here. My Morning Jacket. I did not see them live, but I would love to. At least their first two albums, again, loved. This one is their third. It's fine. It's still pretty good. And then they just lost me after that. But they've been compared to like the new Grateful Dead. Like people just follow them around. A lot of bearded dudes go to their shows. Next up is Andrew Bird. Saw him live. Album is Weather Systems. And this is a good album. I enjoy him. He does a lot of whistling. So if you're into that, you are in luck. Next up, artist is Postal Service. Album is Give Up. I think Ryan had this pretty high for him. It's fine. It got a little too popular for me, so my elite indie instincts kicked in and I had to let it go. Next up is Muse. Album is Absolution. Saw them live. Matthew Bellamy. This band, good lord, their first three I think are awesome. And then, yikes. And I think they're still making music, and it just went from like space opera to, I don't even know. I don't even listen to it. Who knows? Next up, Jay-Z, Black Album. I'll be honest, I think he's overrated. That's all I have to say about that. Next up, Patrick Wolf. Album is Lycanopy? Yeah. No. Lycanopy, because I think it's about werewolves. I think he thinks he's a werewolf. I want to say he has a lot of werewolf themes. Anyway, he's fun, but he's kind of like, during Twilight, he was probably popping. Decemberist, where it's just like, hey, I enjoy this. And it's like, okay. Law of Diminishing Returns is kicking in hard. Blood Brothers is up next. Album is Burn, Piano Island Burn. I'm pretty sure I played this driving up to the gym the other day. These guys kick ass. They would have been an interesting concert. I think it's just like skinny, like super skinny dudes, and they're small. Let me see. Blood Brothers band. I think it's... Yeah, they're little. They're little guys. They're just a little guy. But their music is very loud. Next up, Clientele. Album is The Violet Hour. I got to them later in life. I enjoy them. They're on my work mix a lot. I do enjoy this album. I can't think of this song, but there's one that comes on and I'm like, I remember it actually came on because I was thinking about it, and then it came on the next day and I was like, well, hot dog. Next up, Concretes. Album is self-titled. And I think I enjoy this album a lot. I'm pretty sure. It's a female singer. Pretty good. Hey, speaking of female singers. Oh, we gotta keep going, Brook. All right. Next up is Stars. Album is Heart. It's a guy and a girl band. They just kind of switch on and off for lead vocals. Good stuff. It's a little too cutesy at times, and so I'm out. Next up, M83. Album is Dead Cities, Red Seas. Okay. For some reason that looked weird to me. I think it's like a French electronic band. Good, and it's pretty good. They'd be fun to see live because their music's kind of crazy. They have one song that is just very scary to me, and I can't listen to it. Up next, Clear Lake. Album is Cedars. This is another band where it's like, they're just so plain. How can I get into it? And they've got a song that's really good. The album cover is a dark shade of blue that I'm into. Anyway, next up we've got M. Ward. Album is Transfiguration of Vincent. I don't know what it is. I think he's really good. Something about him, like his songs are good, but sometimes they're just not about anything like serious, which isn't always bad, but I don't know. It's like, you know what? There's a hint of phoniness to him. It's kind of like the Patrick Wolf and the Decemberist. He just, like, he's trying to be old-timey, and it's like, I'm gonna look up a picture of him. M. Ward. Yeah, he's got that I'm so cool haircut. Okay. God, does he make this stupid face every time? This, notice anything new? I'm pretty cool. He always makes this face. God. He is, okay, now I understand why he didn't make my top 15. He's definitely the guy with the acoustic guitar at the party. He's like, I call this one Let It Be. Next up, Yeah Yeah Yeah's album is Fever to Tell. Never saw them live, which is not a kind of a weird place to start. Karen O, I think I like some songs from them. Next up, Mars Volta, album is Deloused in Comatorium. People get all weird about this band. It's fine. It's just a little too much canoodling for me. Yeah. Next up, Beulah, album is Yoko. Here's another one where it just gets a little too cutesy. Like, it was Michael Cera's favorite band there for a while. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of clever, and it's just good kind of pop music. And then, I don't know, it was like a little too much sugar for me, which takes a lot. Next up, man, I'm starting to get tired. Oof. And I've got a game to watch. Next up, Camera Obscura. What a year, 2003, huh? Album is Under the... I didn't finish the title. Okay. I enjoy them quite a bit. Lovely female singer. Next up, we've got Constantine's album is Shine a Light. That one's got some bangers on it. Good rock and roll album. Next up, Belle and Sebastian, Dear Catastrophe Waitress. Saw them live. This album probably deserves top 15 mention, but didn't make it. I think this has the song about Mike Piazza on it. Mike Piazza is a gay New York catcher, is like the name of the song, which is amazing. They were really good live. There's a lot of them. Next artist is Perfect Circle. Album is 13th Step. I enjoy it. First two albums I like. I haven't really listened to anything else, but I support them. Next up, Cooper Temple Claws. I didn't even bother to write the album title down, so I don't know. But this band seems like they were trying to rip off Oasis. And, I mean, they didn't get the same success, but it's pretty good. Sophie's gone upstairs. Everyone else has walked away. Next up, Nick Cave, album is Nocturama. This is one where it's kind of like always evaded me, so I started listening to it. I love Nick Cave, one of my favorites. And I probably just need to listen to it more, and it'll make the top 15 maybe. Oh my god, if I ever redo this, shoot me in the head. He's Australian. This is, I think, more of a subdued album, which speaks to me. Alright, next up. This is the difference between doing this stuff now and like 20 years ago. So the Rapture album is Echoes. This album was rocking everyone's socks off back then. And now it's more, I find it a little annoying. It's just too loud and there's like roller coaster music in the background. But there are still some good songs. It's just like a lot of high energy. And boy, if you're not ready for it, it's just like a kid jumping on a trampoline and you're like, can you not do that right now. Next up, we've got Spiritualized. Album is Amazing Grace. They always make good albums. They made one great album, but this one's good. Next up, Deftones. Album is self-titled. Which one is this? Deftones, self-titled. Oh, I like this one. I visited Los Angeles when this album came out. And honestly, should this have made my top 15? I really enjoy this song. Minerva and Battle and When Girls Telephone Boys. Oh man, this album rocks. I might have effed up. I did. I effed this year up. Alright, next up, Khalees. Album is Tasty. I was just kind of rapping a song of hers called I'm Bossy with Sophie earlier, and really enjoying it. It was a very pure moment. Next up, we have The Fire Theft. Album is self-titled. This is some guys from Sunny Day Real Estate and maybe some other band. I don't think I ever really listened to it. It was hard to find at the time. Next up, we have TV on the Radio. Album is Young Liars. This was like indie hit of the year as well. Another case of like, I enjoy them, but at some point I was just like, and I'm done. Next up, Tomahawk, which has members of, I'm going to say Faith No More. And then album is Mitgas, whatever that is. Some good songs there. Jeez. Next up, our artist is Holopal. Album is Holopal. This band's cute. They're a cutesy band. Alright, here's another one where I'm like, I honestly love this album. Top 15, though? Should I have? It was a tough year, guys. This is definitely like a top 20 should have had. So Crooked Fingers, who I saw live. Album is Red Dawn. I only really listened to 2 Crooked Fingers albums, and I have them both, and I love them. I should probably listen to more because they're just really good. All right. Next is Swan. Album is Mary Star of the Sea. This is some kind of Billy Corgan band. I don't really know much about it. I think I didn't give it much of a chance, and I'm fine with that. Next up is The Shins. Album is Shoots Too Narrow. This one's really good. The Shins' first 2 albums are also really good, and then I just kind of stopped caring. Which they have a song about caring, so is that a quinky dink, or did I know that in advance of saying it? Caring is cruel? Oh wait, The Shins. Let's find out. Caring is sharing? The Shins, caring is creepy. That's what it's called. Alright, last but not least, artist is Granddaddy. Album is Someday. This is another, not what I was saying before, or just recently, underrated album. It's a little too samey sounding. I think diversifying the sound a little bit would have gone a long way. But I love it. It's great. It's definitely got a fun futuristic theme going on. One of the reasons I like them so much. All right, I am absolutely exhausted. Friday nights, am I right? All right, my top 10 singles, since I did more than 5. I've got Radiohead, Wolf at the Door, number 1. Number 2, Calexico, Not Even Stevie Nicks. Number 3, The Wrens, Happy. Okay, just gonna make my earlier comments look stupid. Number 4, Cat Power, Fool. Well. I made myself look stupid twice in a row. Number 5, Blur, Battery in Your Leg. Number 6, King Geedorah, No Snakes Alive. Number 7, Placebo, Centerfolds. Number 8, Explosions in the Sky, First Breath After Coma. Number 9, Elbow, Crawling with Idiot. And at number 10, Radiohead, There. Not a bad list, but I probably should have included other stuff. Alright, best-selling albums. Ugh. Number 1, Evanescence, Fallen, 17 million. Not a fan. Number 2, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, 12 million. Not a fan. Number 3, Linkin Park, Meteora, 11 million. Not a fan. Number 4, Michael Jackson, Number 1's Greatest Hits album, 9 million. I enjoy him. Number 5, Beyonce, Dangerously in Love, 8 million. Not a fan. And then the top 5 singles of the year, 50 Cent, End a Club. I mean, that song does slap. Number 2, R. Kelly, Ignitin'. Don't know it. Number 3, Sean Paul, Get Busy. Don't know it. Number 4, Beyonce, Crazy in Love. I do enjoy that song. Number 5, Three Doors Down, When I'm Gone. I'm sure I know it. The band is, I'm not a fan, but whatevs. And that's it. 2003, it's 8:30. The game's about to start. Look at that. Good night.